I am certain that today's news will put James Gunn's sycophants in the corner of Netflix acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery. Why I say that? Because it seems to me that Paramount Skydance is about to fire the man for all of the wrong reasons. That's right. They're not looking at the performance of the DCU. They're looking at James Gunn's politics. Things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. Now, today's news is coming from cosmicbooknews.com. It is titled James Gunn's DCU in Jeopardy as Paramount signals major political shift to MAGA. Pause. I thought that we did not want politics in our movies anymore. That's what they told us ruined Hollywood. And here it is. You're going to double down on it? Ooh, I got a few things to say about this one. A new report by Variety on Paramount chief David Ellison confirms a major shift. Paramount wants America-centric content aimed at the middle of the country. World of Real notes that the report even frames the future Paramount as potentially MAGA-friendly. Paramount is also positioned to acquire that of Warner Brothers Discovery. If that happens and the new leadership wants patriotic, traditional values content, James Gunn's DCU doesn't fit. Gunn has openly fought with conservatives on social media and built a divisive style that's the opposite of what the new direction signals. All right. Variety highlights Ellison moving the studio towards content for people who live outside coastal bubbles. UFC at the White House, patriotic, action-driven franchise, focus, and middle America priorities align with right-leaning, flag-forward tone. All right. Let me give you my 2 cents on this. First up, this would be cancel culture. We were told that nobody wants to be canceled because of their political views, correct? That's what they said. We should not be able to say, hey, you lose your job because you support a certain movement or you're part of a certain side, right? This is cancel culture. I do not want to hear that James Gunn is being fired for his political views. I want to hear that James Gunn will be fired because he has failed. There's a difference. I know a lot of people will say, well, at the end of the day, you get what you want. Yeah, but morally, no. Don't fire someone because of their political values, right? You don't want it done to you. Why would you want it done to somebody else? Okay? And I know a lot of people wonder what side that I'm on, right? And the truth is, I'm on neither. Okay? I'm an independent. I'm not right or left. I just want the right thing to be done here. And by the way, this whole America-centric content across all of these studios, because you got Paramount, you got Skydance, and potentially Warner Brothers and Discovery, it's not going to work. All you're going to do is you're going to push away the international audiences, right? Maybe you can up it up a little bit domestically, but internationally, you're going to fall. I don't know what it is with a lot of these people, but they seem to ignore that America is not loved like it used to be, right? There's a reason why a lot of these films these nowadays are not performing on a level that they should, and it's because how others perceive that of America. Yeah, I know that I could use that when I'm talking about box office results, but at the same time, we do have films that has beat the odds, right? Like Deadpool and Wolverine, right? If something's good or interesting, they're going to go and watch it. But people these nowadays, they don't dream to come to America anymore. Yeah, I know we have America-centric films that has done gangbusters, right? I understand that. But in this political climate, it does not make sense to double down on politics in films. Personally, I can go with or without it. I'm the type of person like this. I just want a good movie, man. I don't care what's in it. I sat down and I watched Dallas Buyers Club, right? Phenomenal film. All right. I didn't care that it had gay people in it. I didn't care that it was trying to send a message. I didn't care about that. I loved it because it was a good movie. That is what I want when I sit down and I watch something. I want to enjoy it. I want to come out and say, hey man, you should check this out. Whether that be with politics or no politics. That's how I am. All right. I'm not the type of person who's going to say, man, the politics ruined this film for me. No, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to try to enjoy it. Now, don't get me wrong. Some things are just bad. You just can't get over it. Like the Marvels. No, I could not get over that. That was just absolutely trash. Okay. I don't know what they was doing. But there's other things like the Eternals. I like the Eternals. Yeah, it had politics in it. It had gay people in it. It had race swaps in it. But guess what? It was a good movie, at least in my opinion. All right. I don't care about what anybody else think about the movie. I like it. All right. I enjoyed it. The Marvels, not so much. Eternals, yeah, I can get with that. But when it comes to this, I don't want James Gunn to be fired because of his politics. I want him to be fired because of his performance. All right. And I know a lot of people may be confused by that, but hey, I feel like it's a win if we actually get acknowledged that we were right about how the DCU is doing. Now, back to that of Netflix. See, Netflix doesn't care about your politics. Netflix only cares about content. All right. They don't care if you're on the left. They don't care if you're on the right. Just give them something. That is why James Gunn sycophants should be rooting for Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, because I do feel that Netflix isn't going to cancel the DCU. In fact, they will actually add to it. Okay. They won't cancel it. Yeah. They also may restore the Snyderverse, but they would not cancel the DCU. Even though James Gunn has failed theatrically and on HBO Max, they feel that they can amplify whatever he brings to the table. All right. How much do you want to bet the moment that Superman debuts on Netflix, it's going to be big? It's going to be big. See, that is what Netflix can do for DC. That is why you should be rooting for them. All right. Get Paramount Skydance far away. First, the guy's talking about AI. Now he's talking about political messaging. All right. He's not the guy to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Netflix, on the other hand, things are open. Things are free. All right. Despite how many people feel about Netflix, you have to acknowledge that Netflix at least tries. All right. Netflix at least invests. Netflix at least strive to satisfy you. Make sure you hype, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like. And always remember, laissez la bon temps rouler. That means let the good times roll. But in the comments below, let me know, how do you feel about this cancel culture that is going on right now? And do you agree with me? Do you want James Gunn fired because of his performance and not because of his political messaging? And also, James Gunn fans, what do you want to happen? Do you want Paramount Skydance to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, or do you want Netflix? Let me know in the comments below.